karma will, teach them a lesson. God is going to teach them a lesson. We are gaslit in various ways, and it literally handicaps and cripples us. Yeah. So these narcissistic parents, teach us, yeah, to respect the disrespectful. Suffer in silence, keep your mouth shut, and keep hoping, for that good day to come. That's it. Hey everyone, I hope everyone is doing good and taking good care of themselves. So today I'm going to talk about, toxic lessons, that narcissistic parents teach you. And before I get going, I would request you all to like, share, subscribe the channel, hit the notification bell so you guys are updated whenever we put out a new content. So narcissistic parents have nothing good to offer apart from food, shelter, clothing, medical, assistance and support, education, and that's it. They are not emotionally available for you. They are not going to, care about your feelings, your wants, needs, and desire. They are going to do the bare minimum, exaggerate, and make you feel as if they are doing a lot, and you need to, pay them back. You need to, feel indebted to the bare minimum that they are doing for you. They stage and orchestrate it in such a way that we believe that, wow, this is too much. Yeah. But in reality, it's the parents' duty to do things. They are not, doing a favor to you. They decided to, bring you in this world, and it's their responsibility and duty to do the best they can. If they are tricking you, if they are manipulating you into believing, that the bare minimum is a lot, I mean, of course, you are dealing with a narcissistic parent, you're dealing with a toxic individual. They're manipulating you. It's the bare minimum that is, expected from parents. Parents need to take care of their children because they brought you in this world. And, these are basic things, food, clothing, shelter, school, medical. These are basic things. Yeah. So, if they are doing and if they are telling you that this is too much, please, you need to, understand that these are normal things that is expected out of every parent. A normal healthy parent is not going to, give you payback reminder, is not going to make you feel indebted, is not going to make you feel obligated, is not going to make you feel as if, they are doing lots for you. They will do the best they can, and then they will set you free. That, son, this is what I can afford, this is what I can do. Daughter, this is, the most that I can help you with, and that's it. And they don't, guilt trip you and keep you reminded of the bare minimum. Yeah. And they will not present the bare minimum that they have done, as huge sacrifices that they have made. Yeah, but with these narcissistic parents, they will distort things, they will gaslight, they will manipulate, they will stage things in a different way, and that, you know uh, keeps you trapped in such a relationship, with narcissistic parents, narcissistic families. So what are the different toxic lessons, that these narcissistic parents teach you? They have nothing good to offer. They have manipulation, abuse, exploitation, gaslighting, silent treatment, withholding love and affection, criticism, shame, guilt, coercion, what else? Physically violent behavior, verbally abusive behavior, and I mean, all of the negative things, they have, to offer, you know, when it comes to their children. So, these narcissistic parents, teach you a lot of toxic things. And, of course, I mean, they are, our role model. And, we tend to believe that this is the right way. Yeah. One thing is that they are toxic, dysfunctional, narcissistic, abusive, antagonistic. Plus, what they are modeling, what they are telling us, we start believing that this is the right way. This is how the world operates. This is, how things are. So I need to be, the way they are suggesting. Yeah. Because that's the right way. Yeah, because they trim off your circle, they clip your wings, they handicap you and cripple you, so that you are just hooked onto them, you are just enmeshed with them, and they get to put in all of these nasty things inside of you. Yeah, all those horrible ideas, self-destructive ideas, abusive things and manipulation. They just keep feeding you with these things, under the guise of love, care, concern. This is the right way, son. This is how it needs to be done. No, daughter, this is the right way. This is how it is from ancient time, and all that bullshit. So these narcissistic parents, groom you. They, you know, teach you a lot of toxic things. And why do they teach you these toxic things? Because that's how they are surviving, and that's how they are, extorting things out of you. That's how they are harvesting supply out of you. Yeah. So they teach you the toxic things to be normal, because they are actually engaging in all those toxic things. Yeah, I mean, your relationship is not healthy with them. They are abusing you, and they are convincing you that this is the right way. This is how things are in families. This is what love is. This is what love, care, concern of a parent looks like. Yeah, so they model a negative behavior, they treat you miserably, and then they justify and gaslight you into believing that this is the right way. Yeah. So in a way, they are abusing you, and they are teaching you that this is how things are. Yeah. So just keep your mouth shut, suffer in silence, prioritize me, and that's it. Yeah. So, they have, their own unique ways, to train you, to groom you, and to brainwash you. And all of it is basically to serve them. So, the first, toxic lesson that these narcissistic parents teach you is, you know, to love your haters. They condition you to love those who show you nothing but hate. And, how do they do that? They teach you this by treating you in the same way. Yeah, they will hate you, treat you miserably, and, they will tell you that this is out of love. I love you and I care for you, and that's the reason I'm beating the crap out of you. Yeah. So they will never, let you see things, the way it is. They will distort things, they will blur things, and they are going to manipulate you and gaslight you. So, they don't want you to leave. They don't want you to see them for who they are, and that's the reason they also keep shape shifting. They also, treat you miserably, but sometimes, they throw crumb. So these narcissistic parents, with their behavior, the way how they treat you, they in a way teach you that, you need to, love the haters. Yeah, because there is some goodness in them. They will see you for who you are. There will, come a time, when everyone who's hating you is going to love you, and they will see you for who you are. They are going to, give you all of these, stupid reasons, and all of these, phrases they are going to throw at you. And this is basically to tell you, to keep your haters close. A lot of, people I have, seen, and I've heard, a lot of people, telling and suggesting that, keep your loved ones close, but keep your haters, even closer. Yeah. So, and I mean, what are these, phrases? These are basically to gaslight you, to never let go of your hater. Yeah, keep them close, keep your abusers close, even though if they are abusing you, hating you, but, keep them close in hopes that one fine day they will see you for who you are. They are going to see your worth and value, and they are going to love you. And, they are going to wake up and have a, realization, and everything is going to transform. Yeah, I mean, it's very complicated, but that's how, they condition you. That's how society conditions you. That's how these narcissistic parents condition you, to be with them. Yeah. So the first lesson they treat you directly, indirectly, is love the hater. So if I'm hating you, you cannot leave me, because I'm your mother, I'm your father. If I'm hating you, you're not supposed to, start hating me. Yeah, you're supposed to love me, because tomorrow I might treat you right. Yeah, all that hope game, hope business. So that's what, keeps us trapped, in these toxic narcissistic relationship. The other toxic lesson these narcissistic parents, teach you is respect the disrespectful. So you are taught to respect people who constantly belittle you, and, who's the one who belittles you from the start, your narcissistic parents. So they are modeling a behavior, and they are gaslighting you into believing that this is the right way. All what they are doing is, they are telling you indirectly to respect. Yeah, even if I'm disrespecting you, treating you like shit, honor your father, honor your mother, respect your father, respect your mother. All those appropriation that we get to hear, different culture, religion, sacred scriptures, all those religious texts, and all of those places, we get to hear honor thy father, honor thy mother. And it's all to gaslight. I mean, I personally feel, see, I mean, I don't believe in any of the scriptures, but I personally feel everything is designed in such a way that you don't hold these abusers accountable for their bad behavior. Yeah, I mean, you have heaven under the feet of your mother. Bullshit. I mean, what kind of a heaven will you get under your mother's feet if your entire life is filled with abuse and exploitation? If she's antagonizing you, dehumanizing you, what kind of a heaven are you waiting for? Yeah, she's making your current life hell. Yeah, so I mean, what's the point of seeking heaven under the feet of that bitch? Yeah, so narcissistic parents train you, they groom you to respect the disrespectful, and it starts with them. They will disrespect you, but they will demand respect. Yeah, and then we start learning that it's absolutely okay. um, that's me. I mean, I will be respectful towards people. It's okay if they are being disrespectful. So what? Karma will teach them a lesson. God is going to teach them a lesson. We are gaslit in various ways, and it literally handicaps and cripples us. Yeah, so these narcissistic parents teach us, yeah, to respect the disrespectful. Suffer in silence, keep your mouth shut, and keep hoping for that good day to come. That's it. The other toxic lesson that these narcissistic parents teach you is you know loyalty towards betrayal. So they expect you to stay loyal to those who betray your trust. And it starts from the house, from the family. They will betray your trust, and they will gaslight you into believing that they betrayed your trust for your greater good. That's how they create distortion. That's how they distort and gaslight you into perceiving things in a absolute wrong way, believing that this is the right way because it's coming from your caregiver. So these narcissistic parents are going to train you to be loyal to them. They are your first abusers, they are your first perpetrators, and they train you to be loyal to them. Yeah, and we learn this lesson that we need to be loyal. Even if people are betraying us, we need to do our part. We need to be the bigger person. All those uh, bullshit that is put inside of our head since childhood, that you need to become the bigger person. So what if she betrayed your trust? So what if he did this? So what if she did that? You need to be loyal. You need to be dedicated and devoted towards your parent. It's all starts from your parent. Yeah, they model a behavior and they gaslight you into believing that this is absolutely fine. So these narcissistic parents groom you. I mean, they groom you to be loyal towards them, even though they are disrespecting you, they are betraying your trust, they are treating you like piece of shit, but you are again crawling back to them, you are again going back to them. Yeah, so they make you believe that I will be loyal even if the other person is betraying, even if the other person is treating me like a piece of shit. I will treat him right. I will be the good one. I will be the bigger person. Yeah, and all of it is rooted in your childhood. Yeah, since childhood they condition you and groom you and program you to become dysfunctional, handicapped individuals. The other toxic lesson narcissistic parents teach you is to please the abusers. So narcissistic parents, your primary caregiver, they were your first abusers, and they always trained you. They manipulated you, they gaslit you in various ways, and they trained you to keep pleasing them. So they are teaching you this lesson, that please the abuser. Pleasing those who mistreat you becomes second nature. I mean, with time, it becomes your second nature. Even if people are treating you like shit, you tolerate. Yeah. And the credit goes to the narcissistic parents. Yeah. Because they, manipulated you in such a way that you felt it's absolutely okay if my mother is abusing me. It's absolutely okay if my father is abusing me. In the end, I can't abuse them back, but I will please them. Yeah. And keep repeating the same thing in other areas of your life. You keep tolerating disrespect, you keep tolerating abuse, and you keep tolerating bad behavior, in hopes, of being treated right, someday, or, in hopes that they are going to have a realization, they are going to wake up and they are going to come running to me and apologize and treat me right. So, these narcissistic parents, really cripple you and damage you, in a lot of different ways. The other toxic lesson these narcissistic parents teach you is to help the hurters. So you are trained to help those who repeatedly hurt you. And it starts from the family. Narcissistic parents keep hurting you verbally, physically, emotionally, psychologically, financially. They'll keep hurting you. And, the society is going to come in and your family members are going to come in and gaslight you. Well, she's your mother. You only have one mother, you only have one father, and all that bullshit. And, with time, you know, we get this thing inside of us that I need to be the bigger person. So what if he's abusing me? So what if she's abusing me? I'm not going to change. I'm going to be the bigger person. Yeah. And in God's kingdom I'll be rewarded. Yeah. God is going to teach the abuser a good lesson and all that. um, I mean, we get into all those things, which I personally don't believe in, but that's how you are gaslit. That's how abuse is perpetuated regularly at various levels. So these narcissistic parents will train you to help those who hurt you. They are the ones who's hurting you and they are training you to help them. Yeah. And it starts from the house. So yes, they will train you to help those who hurt you. Yeah. To be the bigger person. Yeah. In hopes of being recognized, in hopes of being validated, in hopes of being seen and heard one day, and being rewarded in heaven and being rewarded by this and that and all that BS. The other toxic lesson that these narcissistic parents teach you is support the unsupportive. So they will push you to support people who were never there for you. And charity begins at home. So these narcissistic parents are emotionally unavailable. They will neglect you, treat you like piece of shit, and they would want you to be always there to support them. Yeah. So this is the lesson that they are teaching you. This is the kind of behavior that they are modeling, and in a way they are telling you that you should be supportive. You should support anyone and everyone, even if they are not helping you, even though if they are not there for you, you should be there for them. Yeah. And that's how this gets instilled. This gets inside of us. It's downloaded inside our system, and we keep supporting those who never support us. We keep supporting those who never stood up for us. Yeah. And that's how these narcissistic parents extort things out of us. That's how they abuse us, exploit us, and harvest supply out of us. The other toxic thing narcissistic parents teach you is to cling to rejection. So you end up staying close to those who made you feel unwanted. Again, your narcissistic parents made you feel miserable, unwanted, unworthy, not good enough. But are you leaving them? No, you're not leaving them. You're with them. So this is what you are being taught, trained, and programmed, to never leave those who made you feel unwanted. Yeah. Because they might have a difficult backstory, they might have some challenges, they might have this and that, all those gaslighting phrases that we get to hear. We get to hear a lot of these nonsensical things, biased opinion, and a lot of shit is thrown at us whenever we stand up for ourselves. Well, she's your mother, he's your father, they are the way they are because of their past, difficult backstory, struggle, all that things. And it's basically to tell you to never leave people. even if they are making you feel unwanted, even though if they are making you feel rejected, even though if they are making you feel miserable, unworthy of their love and attention, still you be the bigger person and be with them. So we grow up with a distorted understanding about things. Yeah, I mean, we just don't know what healthy is. Yeah, we grow up believing a lot of wrong things, a lot of shitty ideas, and a lot of these toxic narratives, and all of it is put into us by our narcissistic parents. So yes, I mean, we suffer because of our narcissistic parents, because they don't teach us the right lesson. They teach us everything wrong, and that's how they have us on hook. That's how they harvest supply out of us. So yes, these were the toxic lessons that our narcissistic parents teach us directly, indirectly, in coverted ways. And in case if you would like to add in something, you can always comment below. Till then, take care of yourself. Lots of love and blessings to all of you. Bye.